Hey, it's James. Having a rough day with ammonia today, but I'm gonna continue this project, so I ain't gonna talk a whole lot. But needs to pretty well clean this up. I'm gonna put the cap on the front. I got my heat gun here. Creaky. So I'll give you a little tour. There's a lot of slick production videos, guys' how-tos on YouTube, and you should watch them. I just don't really take the time to make it all slick and fancy. Maybe I will. Let's put some out, but it's not really what I'm doing here. This is more fumble through this, what I did. And you mind your own beeswax anyway. That comes from what works in my yard. Might not work in yours anyway, so. Got here is my main master hive. It's a 2019 queen, believe it or not. Kicks ass. Call it the mountain. You gotta do a little repair. It's got all busted up. Got that covered up. It's a red light. Cast the yard in red light at night. The idea is maybe it'll drive the beetles out. Some thyme growing there. So I've already kind of moved something out here. It's the future honey hut. When I raise this barn, it floods. Probably shouldn't say. I can put this up on a gravel bed. I'm going to try to do here is use this heat gun. Get that plate out of there. Capping press. Nice. That's the cheaper one. I don't have a heater to extract the rest of the honey out, so I'm just going to dump that. I'm going to put the lid back on that extractor, so I gotta watch my O2 levels, and we'll do that. So I was running a PC out here, tried for USB over Ethernet, but then I got this thing. That's badass. It's USB directly over TCP, right through the switch. There's no computer out here anymore. That works wonderfully. And I got open frames up there. These are all just, they've never had brood in them. And then I'll get this all organized, get that mower in the back one. So I'm gonna run this, see what happens here. Hopefully not break it. No. Give me a second here. It should just pop right out. Get some heat on it. Oh, so big tree that came down last year took out the aerial power. So I just have an extension cord running, but I gotta fix that eventually, obviously. All right, so heat this up a minute. And it should pop right out. Oh, you know what's gonna happen? Good, honey's going to start running out of there. I did not consider that. That's alright, it's on top of this hive box. It won't happen too much. But it should crank out. And then we'll dump these cappings in the extractor and let them pick through it. And that'll help me actually. When they're all done with it, it'll be less sticky. This will be really good wax for wood finish and stuff. So you got people asking me to come off some wax. I got several pounds, let me price it. And we'll make it available. Also, I'm weak. I got this lingering pneumonia, man. It's pretty horrid. Almost went to the hospital again last night. My O2 sensor was actually weak. I had a weak charge and it worked right. So once I get that charged up, I was actually doing okay. It's still tough. I'm getting these coughing fits. That really sucks the O2 out of you. I'm doing a little protocol for that. Let me see if they get me a nebulizer, if that's what would probably be better. But, yeah, once you get the coughing knocked out, I get some actual. Trying to get that plate up. You should probably scrape out that wax on the top there. It's all part of the fun here. The how-tos, right? More like how-dids. So, where'd that one go? Alright, I'll just let that goopy loose. Get this out of the way. So that's what these are for. This side here. So even when you reach down between the frames, it allows you to scrape it off. See? Just put that there, and I'll just leave this whole rig outside too. Alright, let's see if that was enough. Ooh, it's getting hot too. Yeah, we'll just do that. Get that nice and toasty. Hope I won't burn the crap on myself. So I'll let that run for a minute. Stick around some more. I need a bigger face on that. I want to do an actual weather station and get that streaming too. This is I don't know. This might be a 2019 queen. This other hive's failed back here, and this is Woody. I think it's a 2020 queen. Not sure. They are just cranking. And I'll go through these when it starts getting cold, and gotta shove them down into 2 boxes. And I'll hang on to the extra resources through the winter. I give them some sugar on top. This is empty. Should be empty. There's cappings that they cleaned out. See earwigs, some beetles. So I hate them things. Red light at night. So I had a last late season queen project. They all just ate the crap out of each other. It didn't work out. This is the mining hut. Mining stuff. So actually salvaged that. That's a cool story, man. Went and got some sheet metal cut, and the guy's like, "You're going prospecting." I'm like, "Yep." He told me where to go, right here in Indy, where there's a moraine pile down by the airport, and he said he got 10 ounces out of there back in the 70s. So I found a spot. He told me where to go, and I sluiced for 5 minutes. Little bitty sluice box. I bet I only went 6 inches into the gravel. Found like 10 little flakes, man. Like, ain't no joke. So let's go ahead and get permission to get back in there. But that was laying back there. There's a bunch of other shit that they pulled up. There's a big hole, a big ass, bank of really crusty gravel. And believe it or not, this is a moraine right where I live. So, this is a creek, man. It's a flood control project. When I put this flower garden in, I got down about 6 inches. So what they did, when they dug this creek bed out, they threw all the dirt up on this bench, all the bench stuff. So I started pulling this out. This soil's here because it does flood. And I'm like, crusty river gravel. You gotta be kidding me, man. So I panned that out. Got colors right here in the yard. So we'll be working that probably maybe in the fall. Just gonna like pick a spot. So that's a trip, man. You got gold in your yard. And I'm not joking. There was like 2 or 3 flakes, and like, and I put it all back in the ground. But so that's about all I got. Let's see if this thing's loose yet. Alright. Oh, problem. Bees smell it. They are in here. Yeah, I camera right out. All right. So I'm gonna heat this up and dump that in here. Get this out of here. Great. Now my phone's all sticky. A little bit warm. I like it. I like it. Hopefully these bees. There's only a couple of them. That's the other thing. It's that white cooler up there. That's what I'm putting my brood frames in. After I cycle them through the freezer. Let's see this cracks and get out. Come back and get that thing later. See about scraping this out. Boom, huh? Alright, so that's probably my only chore. I did get some remote service calls. I got some lunch heating up. So I think I'll just set this in the door. Ooh, they are following me. Wait a minute. So I'm gonna put the cap on that so they don't knock all the wax on the ground. But I'll let them clean that up for me. That's it, that's lunch.